So let's talk about the very first thing you need to do. You need to decide what grip you're going to use. Are you going to use an Eastern grip, or are you going to use a semi-Western grip, or something in between to hit your WTA forehand? It doesn't so much matter. You can experiment with it. You can try different grips to see which works better for you. If you tend to not be able to put the ball away because the ball doesn't go over the net very quickly, it may be that a semi-Western isn't for you. Semi-Western, you make contact a little further out in front, the racket's rising faster, and that gives you a more top spin. But the problem with that is, if at contact the racket's rising instead of swinging forward, then you basically have not so much drive. And so you get a nice top spin, nice lift over the net, which is good, nice dive into the court, but the ball arrives relatively slowly, and if you play a player that can run, then they can get to the ball, and you have trouble putting it away. So you might want to hit with an Eastern forehand. So Eastern forehand, you hit further, you make ball contact further back toward the back fence, so there's more drive into it and less lift. So that's still going to be, if you swing hard, that's still going to be plenty of top spin. You just got to hit far enough out in front that you're not hitting at your shoulder or just a little in front. You need to hit it far enough out in front that you've got a nice rise. So once you've picked one, then that will determine what your starting stance looks like. If you've got an Eastern forehand grip, then typically the racket face will be kind of a little bit on edge toward the net. If you have a semi-Western, the racket face will be more tipped down toward the ground. So if you look at a pro player and you go like, wow, that starting stance looks different than mine, they may have a different grip. So, I wouldn't worry so much about that. If you've got a semi-Western grip, it's going to be tipped down toward the ground a bit. If you've got an Eastern grip, it's going to be more sort of on edge toward the I've been hitting it with an Eastern grip, so that's what I'm going to use.